So, first things first, guys. How are you?
Good.
Very well.
A little bit tired, but good.
Okay. Well, before we talk about music, I'd like to go back a little bit.
Yeah.
You were, your parents wanted you to play an instrument.
True.
Have you asked them why?
I just.
Yeah. Because they think it's a part of education. It helps to, just in life to when you grow up to you have to be dedicated because you need to learn the notes, learn to read the music. You have to study, and it keeps you focused. And I think it helped a lot for me. But also it helped a lot because now we make music because of our knowledge of what we learned during piano lessons.
And then, like you said, it was piano.
Yeah.
When did it turn into electronic music?
That was maybe 10 years ago. I think he started out first making music on like very basic programs like Music Maker and stuff.
Yeah.
And then at some point I got introduced in the nightlife with Ableton. Some friends were like DJing with it, and then I found out that you can also make music with it. Mm-hmm. So I gave it to him because at that point I was just going out and not making music, and he was experimenting. So I gave him the program because why put all the effort in like a small program if you can use the professional program? So, and then he did.
Yeah.
First he didn't want it.
I didn't?
Yeah, he said.
Well, then at that time I was already using Cubase.
Then he was like, okay, it's pretty interesting, and then from there on.
And because of, what age were you at this point?
10, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I started young. But yeah, it was the most important thing about piano lessons. I hated studying the notes and the stuff. So the most fun thing for me was when you could make your own song and then you had to play it for the rest of the class. So your own little chord sequence. So then I wanted to put that in a computer, and that's how it started. And first very basic, and then eventually it grew to a real passion for me.
Was it easy the first time you worked on a track together?
It wasn't really like, okay, this is now the first time. It was like slowly by slowly he gave me an idea, and then next time, all of a sudden we were sitting in the studio together much more often, and then at some point we decided, okay, let's just do it together from that one and start DubVision.
Yeah.
And because you are a bit older, and like you mentioned, and you mentioned you were introduced to this music going to these parties, and obviously you were too young for this. Yeah. So do you have a different experience of the music that you make?
Well, not now anymore because I think we go everywhere where we go to the same parties. But yeah, especially in the beginning, like I think he was doing like the commercial records like Chesto and stuff like that, and I got introduced also more in the techno. So I bought an Intec record. I remember that when we played with vinyl. All kinds of club stuff that was being played in Amsterdam during that time. I was going to techno raves and stuff like that, so yeah, it definitely helped. But we actually started out making tech house, and then maybe one techno track. I released on small labels, and then after that, when Swedish House Mafia came, and we discovered Axwell. We had discovered Axwell already, but yeah, we always had a passion for that. But it was so hard to make good quality melodies and produce it so good that it can be played and
compatible with their tracks.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, yeah. So it took a while. So actually, we made techno a little bit more easy, I think.
Yeah, depends.
And then, do you notice now then, because like you say, now you do a lot of things together, you travel all over the world together. Do you have still very separate influences, or?
No, I think it merges over the years. I mean, we have the same taste in music. We always, when we're in the studio, we both know when something is good, and we know when something is shit. Sometimes we have a different opinion on something, but I think over the years we know what we like from each other. So yeah.
And then, well, fast forward to now. Let's take "I Found Your Heart," one of your latest tracks. When did you know then that this was a good song?
Yeah, it was like the first idea. Like we made it in I think a couple of hours. We made the first concept, like with the chopped vocals, and my hairs were standing up, So
On your head or on your?
on every part of my body. So when that happens, it's huge, and it was for us. It was top 3 in Beatport. It's still being played on the radio in America a lot and charting high there. So yeah, and the fans love it. So.
Do you always know when a song will do well?
Yeah.
Can you tell?
I think that's also one of the most interesting moments of being a producer and DJ for us. We wouldn't be playing if we didn't make music. So the part when you know that the track is gonna be good or like intense, and we have it not often, but sometimes with Heart we had it with Turn Around, Committed to Spark Emotion, All By Myself was the very first one. I mean, from that moment on, when you know it's going to be a banger, that's so good. It's so awesome. Yeah, and the process in the studio and then finishing the product till the point that you're playing it out and people know the track. That's what for me it's all about. For you?
Yeah, the same.
One last question. One last question then. If you look towards the future, then with what you just mentioned, does that in a way also add a bit of pressure to try to talk yourself to get that feeling again?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, always you should always feel pressure to get better and make better songs. So, like the last 2 years that we've really been going up, every step has been like a new challenge, a new pressure on us, and I think right now it's pretty hard for us because the whole sound has changed. Like first progressive was huge with Swedish House Mafia, and then the harder stuff came, and now you can see like the whole deep stuff is coming back. So for us it's very challenging to still maintain our sound but try to figure out a way to appeal to the audience that is listening to the deeper stuff now. So yeah, there's always pressure, but it's a good pressure, It keeps you creative and
keeps you sharp.
Sharp.
Set goals, aim higher.
Dream bigger.
Quote. What?
Quote of woman.
Thank you very much for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.